Oh, hi. Come on in. I'm just sipping on my coffee today. Nope, not adulting today. Even says it on the inside of the rim. Not today. Today, I'm doing Temu. Oh, yes, I'm back. And yes, it's just me today. That's all right, right? Mama needs a break. Anyway, welcome. Those of you who have been back, thank you for coming back. You know where you are. For those of you that are new, my name is Connie, and you've just entered Connie's little corner. Today I have two bags of Timu for you, and I have a amazing pair of shoes that I have to tell you all about. You know I'm a shoe girl. You know I'm always talking about my feet and my comfort and what I'm doing around the yard and the whole bit. Well, I found the perfect footwear for walking, exercise, activity, working, and whatever. Anyway, I'll tell you about it somewhere in the middle. So, for those of you that are new, please go down below. You will find my link. From that link, you can download the Temu app, and two things will happen. Temu will give you a $100 coupon bundle for future purchases, and they will give you 30% off your first order. To get that 30%, just use my code right up here, AFC 95851, or you can scan this QR code and it'll get you the same place, the same thing, whatever. But scanning it will take you right there as opposed to. So if you're watching this on TV or if you're watching it on your phone or on your computer, you have options, right? Temu has options. Unbelievable. So today you're going to see clothes, mostly clothes, and then a few other household things. So shall we get started? Don't want to waste too much time, right? That was the first 2 minutes. Okay, I'm done. I'm kidding. All right. So the first item. Now, all the prices and the links will be down below. This was $6.38. And my heart is broken on this one for two reasons. The first reason being it runs small. And I did order based on the size chart that they had, but it runs small. And the second reason is it has a zipper in the back and the zipper's busted. So I'm going to try to fix the zipper. And then if not, see if maybe I can alter the dress a little bit so that it will fit. But this is a beautiful sundress, spaghetti strap sundress, adjustable straps, V-neck, nice lace trim. I fell in love with this lace trim around the center. It's a little higher than at the waist. It's like right under the bust line. Absolutely gorgeous pattern. It's a summer mini sundress, which I intended to wear as like a tunic top. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. But I'm very sad. So Temu did give me a refund on it for those two reasons, and I did not have to return it. So yes, Temu is still doing refunds without returns on a case by case basis. So be aware, not everything you might want to return is going to qualify. This was not only damaged because the zipper was broken, but it ran too small. That's kind of a double whammy. I have found that most often when things are damaged, they don't expect you to return them. As long as you send them a picture, which I did, of the damage, they're pretty good. I haven't had any problems with it. Something that is not damaged, or if this was just too small and not broken, I would have to send it back, and I would. I would use the methods that I taught you about doing a label-free return or having UPS come to your house and pick up the item. So an easy return, but nonetheless, I may have had to return it. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous material. It was well made. Very happy with everything except for the fact that it was too small. Did I order another one? Yes, I did. I ordered the exact same thing, a size larger. If I get this one fixed, then I'll donate it. All right, this was $4. Hi, Levi. What you doing? He's down there checking everything out. This was $4.79. And it fits. I have tried all of them on. What I'm wearing now is what you saw me haul with Mama. This is the gray double pocket mini tank dress. As you can tell, it fits perfectly. I did go down a size from what I had been getting because of the weight loss that I'm having. and the toning that I'm going through, and it fits perfectly, and I'm so excited to be a whole size smaller already. So all of these I ordered in my current size because I retook all my measurements. This one fits beautifully too. Mom saw this and it made her crack up. This is a tank dress, a little summer. You can wear as a nightshirt or beat around the house shirt. It's just basic black. It feels very cottony. The material is really, really nice. I don't know why I'm getting glare on here. Hold on a second. Okay, that should be better, I hope. And on the front, it says, "Does this shirt make my boobs look big?" And when I tried it on for Mom, she goes, "I can't tell. They're already big." So, yes, I do love this, and I guess, I don't know, but it does fit perfectly. But for me, it fits a little higher than the boobage, so it's not right on the boobs, but it is kind of funny. It's going to be a bat around. It's just a nice little dress, beautifully made. As you can see, it's got that double stitching in the hem. It's got that rolled over hem. Really nice cotton feel to this. I absolutely love it. What is going on with my light here? Hold on a second. Okay. I think it's just because I'm holding up something dark. It's struggling. But this is really, really nice. This is a regular crew neck, a little higher neck than what I have on. It didn't really bother me. I can't stand anything up around my neck. Um, Mom tells me that's probably because I was born with the umbilical cord strangling me. But hey, whatever it is, I have a long neck. So let's move on to this long list of items. This was $3.39. I hope you can't hear crinkling. I'm trying not to crinkle. I know some of you guys like the crinkle, but I have sound aversions as other people do. Wow, this really feels like cotton. Look at this material. Look at that. Can you see the threads in there? Oh, this is really nice. This is just a t-shirt, crew neck t-shirt, but it's got dark gray and it's got puppy paws and hearts on it. And the paws are very dark, so they're hard to see. But there's a paw. The paws are actually in black. And then it's got the red heart. So you've got paws and hearts and paws and hearts and paws and hearts. If I hold it back further, you might be able to see it a little bit better. Paws and hearts and paws and hearts. Just a regular crew neck t-shirt. This is not super long. It's only about 29 inches long. So it sits comfortably on the hip. Very well made, nice stitching. Again, it's got that double hem stitching on the bottom. And it's got that rolled hem. And I'm very happy that I'm getting comments from you that say that you're all having better luck picking clothes and you're using the tips that I gave you about what to look for, what to avoid, and when in doubt, leave it out. Don't bother buying it until you find out a little bit more about it. I've had a couple people direct message me and ask me, what do you think of this, yay or nay? And I just give my honest opinion and I say why I'm giving that opinion. And y'all seem to be doing better at picking your stuff. So I'm really happy but that worked out all right for you. This was $5.59, and this is another tank sundress. And this is, I love the shade of coral. It's just a regular tank dress, a little bit longer in the back than in the front, but I love that it has a little bit of ripping up on the top to give it that little extra weathered look or aged look. I like that. Make people think I was working hard and I ripped my top. But this is a really nice material. Very, very nice material. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous threading. Again, double stitching on the bottom of the hem. Nice rolled hem. No, it doesn't have a liner in it. It's a tank dress, but as I've told you, I think a few times, I wear these as tunic tops, as oversized tops, so that when I put biker shorts or something underneath it, I can move freely and move comfortably and not worry if something's hanging out or if something's showing, or heaven forbid somebody say, somebody your age shouldn't be using a mini dress. Are you kidding me? If I had my figures back, I'd be rocking those mini dresses all the time. because you heard mommy say, I'm a sassy ass. So this is very, very nice, beautifully made, really, really nice cottony feel material. I'm really happy with this one. Love it, love it, love it. All right, what's next? We have more. We have 2 bags. We're still only in the first bag. All right, let's see. This was $6.08. Now the prices I'm giving you are what I paid after price adjustments. So that doesn't necessarily mean that's the price that it's currently at, or that's the price that you will get it for, but that's the price that I got. And this is a 3/4 length sleeve top. I like the crisscross on the front, nice V-neck. It does have that nice soft lining in it. The material's a little silky, but it's not that parachute material. It's not that bathing suit material. Right. Really nice. Love the pattern on it. I love that it's a little bit longer. This runs about 31 inches long. Again, nice double hems, even on the bottom of the sleeves. Nice. Can you look at that stitching? Double stitching on the edges of the sleeves. They didn't skimp. Rolled material. Really, really, really nice. Look at the material. There you go. You can actually see the threads in the material. So I'm happy with this. This is 3/4 length. It looks full length, but when I put it on, it isn't. It comes to about here. So it's 3/4 length. And this will be for those cool nights we're still having. It's going down into the 40s at nights. And I know for some of you, that's your high during the day, but down here in Arizona, that's chilly. So this is for sitting by the fire at night. Absolutely love it. None of these, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed lately with the clothes you're getting, they don't have that warehouse, that funky smell like they used to. Hold on. Need more coffee. I'm not finding hardly anything anymore that has that funky smell. So I don't know what they're doing differently, but I applaud them for whatever it is that they're doing. Okay. And yes, mom has seen everything I'm showing you. And did she try to claim them? Some of them she did. Yeah. You know how she is about wanting to take my stuff, right? I know. She's my toddler. 419. For those of you who can't tell or who haven't heard me talk about mom enough or seen enough of my videos, mom does have dementia. And those of us who are involved in her care, we have learned exactly how we have to communicate with her, how we speak to her, how we engage with her in a level that she understands. Some days she'll be having better days and she'll be quick. And you've seen that in a couple of the videos, like the most recent video. She was on the ball. There was no sign of her dementia. But her very first video, you could see her spacing in and out and the brain working. So I like to give her a break every now and then and not involve her in these videos unless she asks to. So today she's off. This is another sundress, but look at this. I thought at first when I saw this was a blouse. It has a nice zipper front to it. I love that it has the chains on the sleeves. The straps are not adjustable, but I have enough of these tops that I know that how they hang, and they hang very, very nicely. This one is red, white, and blue. I got this for 4th of July. This is a mini sundress. And that's what I type in because they have sundresses that are maxi length or below the knee or just above the knee. But I type in the mini sundresses or mini dress because that way I get the ones that I can use as tunic tops. So this is very cool. The 2 shades of blue, the red, the white. Nice long length on this. This does come about mid thigh for me. Again, perfect double stitching, rolled hem on the inside. If I can get into it, it's got that nice white liner for against the skin. The material is very soft. It feels very silky, but it is, again, not that material. Do I still have to call it the parachute material, the vague? So it's just not that material. So really, really nice. square across the back, very nicely made. And I have found with all the blouses I have that have these chains on them, these types, and this is metal, this is not plastic. I know you can't hear it because of my mic. These do not fade. These stay shiny. They don't get like tarnished looking or whatever. I have several of the blouses that I've worn a lot. And no matter how many times I wash them, the metal stays looking like new. And I like that it's metal and it's not plastic. So very happy with this. I can't wait to wear it. I did order a pair of dark navy blue biker shorts to go underneath it. So they should be coming. I have a couple of orders outstanding. They should be coming, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. They have this in another pattern with the same sleeves, but it's sold out in my size. So I'm okay with this for now. My cart is filling up again, but I did want to ask you, a couple of you have mentioned that I should do a haul where everything is for mom, or everything is something I would use with mom. Now, I've incorporated some things, like some of the games I got were for mom. And the last video, two of the items that she wanted me to get for her, the capris and the clam diggers, those are for mom. But I would love to hear your ideas as to the types of things you think I can get for her. You got to remember, she's going to be 95 in a couple of weeks. She doesn't need a lot of clothes. She lives in a residential home, so she doesn't need anything other than personal items. I'm always getting her earrings. I get her some clothes, sweaters. She doesn't really need much. She likes the games. So if you can think of different games or different things that are good for seniors that would engage her, I would love to fill an order with all sorts of different things that I could use. But I'd like to hear your input on that. So let me know, because I know there's a mom fan club out there, right? All right. 809 for these. It's out of this bag. This is a pair of capris. Now, these are not that parachute material, but they are very soft and silky like. These have lace ups. And I love that they have the lace ups. I already have two or three pairs. I have a pink, a white, and a gray that are a heavier cotton, but I get too hot in them. So they're not good for the summer. So I figured I'd try these. And I do like the lace ups because I can make them shorter, or I can bring them up to be above the knee and then lace them down, lace them so that they stay above my knee and don't keep sliding down. So I can wear them like, what's the word I'm looking for? Bermuda shorts. So these are really nice, elastic waistband. Again, good stitching. These are the dark, they call this army green, which I like the green shades. Nice stitching on the bottom of it. Nice rolled hem. Very nice quality. They fit perfect. They run true to size. So far, none of this stuff that I have to size up or size down, actually, except for the dress that was damaged. That was the only one that I did have to reorder in a larger size. It's going to happen. Every once in a while, we're going to find something that just doesn't fit, right? Okay. Last item out of this bag. Then I'll show you my footwear. Then we'll go back and finish the second bag. All right. This was, did I mark it? $5.47. I love the prices on this stuff. Seriously. Having moved from New York, not knowing if I was going to stay in Arizona, not knowing where I was going to land in Arizona. And then, of course, once I bought this house as a fixer-upper, I've been getting by prior to a year ago. I've been getting by on minimal clothes, and I'm talking minimal, maybe a couple pair, 3, 4, 5 pairs of slacks, half a dozen tops, some shorts, because most of my stuff from New York was winter stuff. And the summers up there was so short and really not all that hot. If we got into the 90s, we were lucky. So I didn't have a lot of summer clothes. Down here, everything's reversed. Down here, we've got 9 months of summer and only 3 months where we need to put a sweater on. So I've had to replace my entire wardrobe, and I'm still at it, especially as my weight changes. So this one I thought was really cute. This is just a spaghetti strap sundress, little V-neck sundress, nice stripes. red, white, orange, light blue, dark blue, black. It's got a curved hem on the bottom. This is a thinner material, but again, it is not the parachute material. It does feel a little silky, but it hangs beautifully. I love the way it's not cut anywhere particular. It is cut kind of boxy. Let me show you. See? So it's pretty much square cut, but I like that because the way the material is, it has a little bit of stretch to it. It does hug my curves without squeezing them. I don't look like a stuffed sausage in this. And that's the one thing I can't stand. For me. For everybody, it's their personal choice, but I cannot stand to look like I was poured into my clothes. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm not a size 6 or even a size 8 anymore. So I like comfort, but I like fit. So even though this looks a little square and a little boxy, it hangs beautifully. But the pattern's really nice. The material is really nice. It's very breathable. The straps, again, are not adjustable. Really, really, I'm very happy with this. I really like it. They have a lots of different patterns in this style too. But stripes going around the body are not for me. And most of you know that anyone that is larger in size, let's say for those of us that are over a size 10, right now I'm at a 12, which I'm working my way back down. I was at a 16, so I'm now down to a 12. But and then I wear a 10 in some areas, so I'm kind of like that tween stage. It's hard to find things that are going to fit us properly and that are going to hang properly on us, but you can. So don't let your size be a deterrent. I don't ever want to look like I've been poured into my clothes. I want to be comfortable in what I wear. And Temu offers me a lot of comfort. So now, talking about comfort. I have got to show you these shoes. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to hold them up and show them to you. I took them off. I had them on. Look at these. Look at these sneakers. Are these not absolutely gorgeous? This style is called the Amadeus. Look at that. Nice, soft interior, cushioned interior, beautifully made. Where'd I get them? I got them from FitVille. FitVille, in case you didn't know, is a U.S. company. These are made in America. They're actually located in Newark, Delaware. So they come from the East Coast. The quality in these shoes is unbelievable. Y'all know how I live in my flip-flops, right? But I've been telling you, all the work I've been doing around the house, I am doing 8, 10, 20,000 steps a day, pulling wheelbarrows, walking across gravel, stones, all sorts of different surfaces. And my feet and my ankles are normally killing me by the end of the day. I started wearing these. I got these Friday night, they came. I wore them all day Saturday and they cleaned up good. I just hit the bottom with a hose and they cleaned up really nice. Um, I still have to do a little more cleaning on the side, so don't look at that. But I've been wearing them and I got to tell you, walking across the stones, I don't feel it. Walking across the concrete, I can't tell the difference in the change of surface. My feet are supported. So let me tell you, I'm going to put some pictures up here for you and give you some information. And I'm going to tell you some information about FitVille. All right, so you already know that they're made in Delaware, so they are made in the US. They are a brand that focuses on creating very premium quality and comfortable trainers, as well as other sorts of footwear. And down below in the links, I will put the link to their website, all right, so that you can look at everything they have. They are extremely cutting edge company. And their aim is to liberate basically the human foot from pressure and pain, to just help us not have that pressure or pain anymore. So it's all about human foot health. And that's what they've been doing. They are very user friendly to those who have foot problems and or wide feet. And I don't have extremely wide feet, but as we get older, our feet do get wider. So you can measure your foot. On their website, there's a chart, which I'll show you here, that you can see the measurements of how to measure your foot. And their shoes, because they do work with people who have foot needs or foot conditions, their shoes are equipped with wide toe boxes. In other words, your feet, my toes, are not squished in there. It's roomy. They have a patented Propel Core EVA sole, shock absorbing pads, and trust me, it really is a shock absorbing pad. And it does provide me with a very cushioned and a very comfortable wearing experience. Their widths, they have the regular wide, 2E wide, extra wide, up to 4E wide. And these wide footers, they do relieve foot pressure because of those bigger toe boxes. And so for me, there's no more trying to jam my feet into these like little narrow sneakers and things that are squeezing my toes, or when I'm walking, they're pushing my toe forward or rubbing on my heel. These shoes are absolutely comfortable all the way around. You can shop by different shoe types. You can, in other words, different styles. Do you want slides? Do you want sneakers? Do you want sandals? Do you want boots? They have a whole bunch of different shoe types. You can shop based on the activity you want to wear them for. You can shop based on the features that they have. Do you want something that Velcros? Do you want something that laces? Do you want something with different types of supports? You can also shop based on the conditions, any foot condition you have. For example, for me, I have a very high arch. I can put my foot flat on the ground and you can run your hand under the middle of my foot. So my arch is super high, which means I needed a shoe with an arch support. But if you have bunions or any other like hammer toe or feet neuropathy in your feet, any kind of oh my gosh, the list is endless. Um, I'm putting pictures up for you guys, but you'll be able to see all this information on the website. They also have accessories. So you can get ankle braces, wrist braces, special socks, hats, bags, masks, various types of clothing. A lot of things that are outdoors related, not necessarily sports related, but comfort, so that when you are doing things and you are being active, you have some choices. So on their website, you can also get some information on their history, how they started, what they're all about. And they basically started by a dude that was just not comfortable in what he was finding for his feet. So thanks to him, we now have FitVille. They are a pioneer in the industry. They work for health purposes to help guard your feet and keep your feet healthy. We're going to lose our mobility as we get older if we don't keep our feet healthy. And these, I got to tell you, these are doing the trick for me. I know if they came smaller and in narrower sizes, I would get a pair of these for mom to help her with her support and her mobility. My ankles don't roll in these. My toes don't get all jammed up. My feet don't get tired. My arches don't hurt. When I'm standing on my feet for hours working out here, I don't get that pain in my feet from my arches anymore. So this has been absolutely a blessing for me. Now, I'm going to put my code up there because the people at FitVille have given me a code to use for you guys. See if I can find the code. I got a cheat sheet down here. My code is KF28. I'll put it right up here. That'll get you 28% off your order. 28%? That's outrageous. Yeah, that's like really good. I will be going back to FitVille and getting another pair, a more casual type pair, because they do have some really great slip-ons for just day-to-day casual stuff. So when I'm going somewhere where wearing a flip-flop wouldn't be appropriate, I can still have a comfortable shoe. So I'll definitely be checking it out, but you check it out. Their link is down below. Information on the company is down below. At least go take a look at it. It doesn't hurt to look, right? And in the meantime, I'm going to be wearing mine and have better balance, better sense of security while I'm out working in the yard. And I've already, when I had these on, using a shovel to dig and putting my weight down on the shovel, I got to tell you, support, 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 support. Love these. I am just filled with these. Anyway, thank you, FitVille. I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to show this to all my viewers. And I hope you just, you know what, guys, go look, go check it out. Okay. Let's get back into this last part of Temu now, shall we? Yeah. Then I can put my shoes on and get back to work. All right. This is a miscellaneous bit of household stuff where the first bag was all clothes. This is miscellaneous. This was $4.66. And it's funny because when I took this out to price it, Levi immediately knew that this was for him. This is got to be the softest. Look at this blanket. Look at that. Can you see? Can you tell how soft that is? All right. This is not the biggest blanket in the world, but Levi likes to have his face covered when he lays down. He likes to burrow. So this is about 40 inches by maybe 36 inches. Not super big, but really super soft. And yeah, he's he's sitting there staring at me. Really, really nice doggy blanket. They do have it in different colors and different styles. I got this brownish colored one with the brown trim. Nicely made, 100% washable. He's going to like this to burrow on. This is going to be his, what I call his night blanket, because at night, I don't let them get under the blanket with me. They have their own blankets to burrow under and cover their faces, or for me to just cover them up. They're babies. Whoever said pit bulls were vicious dogs is only because they had idiots for owners who trained them to be vicious. Itchy nose. Hold on. Uh-oh, Sadie heard this one. This is another doggy blanket. This one is for the Sadie girl. It's a little bit different. Similar, but a little bit different. Same size. Same soft, super soft, fluffy. Super, super soft, fluffy. And this one is of the lighter tones. Nice backing to it. You can see the pattern through it. Again, it's the same size. Just enough to cover her up and cover her head. But really love the patterns. And I got them because the colors in here match the colors in his. In other words, it's almost like it's reversed. So one for him, one for her. Dogs are basically colorblind. They can see light and dark. They can see, it's like babies, red, white, and black. They can learn colors, but simply their brains, they learn to differentiate between the different shades of color. So if you hand them something yellow and red and you teach them what each one is, they identify it by the tone, not necessarily knowing that it's actually like yellow. So they both have their new blankies. Normally I wait for the holidays to get that stuff for them, but figured they deserve it. I'll get it for them now. They've been really, really good with Mom. All right. This was, did I give you the prices on those? $5.50 per blanket. This was $4.67. And yes, it's another pair of shoes. But these are my typical. These are flip-flops. I couldn't resist. They just very, very tropical. I thought they would go really nice with a couple. Charlie, where are you? I don't know what I did with Charlie. Charlie, hello. I don't know what I did with Charlie. Charlie's missing. Okay. Charlie's among the missing. I'll have to do it this way. I got it. These little plastic things that hold them together. I hate those things. So these are a 39, which is a 7.5. This is kind of like a jute. It's very rubbery, really nice, so solid. I like the waffle on the back. I love the way these tops are made. Nice, soft between the toe, not hard plastic. Nice folded cloth. Really cute pattern. Little bit of a wedge. Again, these are not water flip-flops because around here I'd have to drive probably about a half an hour to get up to Lake Pleasant. But they don't really have a beach at Lake Pleasant. You swim off the dock or whatever the case may be. But yeah. So really, really, really nice pair of sandals. Looking forward to wearing these with one of my new sundresses. I'm thinking too, they might go with that nice sunflower sundress that I got that I'm going to wear this Sunday for Easter Sunday. Pretty cool. Okay, got more. Oh, I did get this from Mom. Now this comes in random colors, and lo and behold, they actually sent me a red one. Go figure. This was 50 cents, and this is a claw back scratcher. I love that bear claw. I have a couple of them in the house already, but this one's for Mom, and it does expand. Whoops. I pulled the handle right off the end. Okay, so it does expand. So distance, not great, probably 20 inches or so, but it's enough to get all the way down the back, and it's not sharp. That's what I like about the ends, because I didn't want anything to be sharp. It's very rounded on the claws itself, because I don't want anything that's going to hurt her. She's got that paper thin skin, you know. So thought it was really cute, like it was a little bear claw. So this is a little surprise for her, just to give her a back scratcher. I'll put it somewhere where she'll find it. All right, what do we got left? Labels. Now, you know how I got that little mini printer? It works perfectly. I use it to print off to print off my receipts, like when I shop at Temu, because you don't get anything but an email receipt. I like a printed receipt so I can keep record of how much I'm actually spending. I have a Temu budget, and I stay on budget, and I know a lot of people don't have to worry about that. A lot of the bigger channels don't have to worry about that, but I worry about that. Right, so I have to stay within my budget. So I print everything off, and that helps. Well, this was $1.78 for 3 rolls, and these are actually labels for the little mini printer. I can't talk today. I'm still sucking on the coffee. All right, so these, I don't know if you can see them. Try to peel up one corner of them. You can just see the edge. Can you see the label on it? So what I got these for, right off the bat, the first thing I thought of, I don't know if you remember last fall, I got a big 12-unit shoebox storage thing, and it's sectional. It's 12 sections, and it has a little doors on them. Well, you can't see through the little doors. So I can't see when I'm looking for a pair of sandals to match something, or a pair of shoes to match something, or flats, I should say, not heels. I have to open every one until I find what's in it. So these I can label blue, red, beige, gold, brown, and I can label each one so that I know what's there. I can also put these labels on anything else I need them. I can use them for labeling document files or document folders. I can use them for kitchen labels, because when you print the label, when you go into the little printer, it's called a walk print. When you go into that little printer in the programs, it gives you options as to the fonts that you want. Now everything prints the black; it doesn't print in color, but it will go in, and you can choose the font that you want. You can choose the style that you want. So it's not just like regular plain printing. And you can print the different sizes. I mean, how big do you want these things? You know, if you want this thing font 62, it'll tell you how big you can go based on the label. Can't, yeah, 3 rolls. It doesn't say how many labels are in each roll. No, doesn't say. It just says 3 rolls self-adhesive label. Okay, so I'll find out how many are in there. But from the looks of it, I'd say there's probably maybe 20 in each roll. We'll find out. I'm not going to count them right now. I know that would drive you crazy, right? All right, what else we got? Oh, yeah, this is going to be boring for you. I ordered more security lights for the back. Um, I've had a bobcat in the yard twice now. And the reason the bobcat is here because I'm clearing the scrub and everything else out of the yard that's dead and dying, and I'm making a pile and kind of letting it shrink down so I can chip it and then have the mulch. Well, the bunnies found that pile and they think they're nice and secure in that pile. And the bobcat has realized that his buffet is in that pile. So he came in the yard the first time, and when I put the dogs out, they chased it out of the yard pretty quick. But the other night I was up with insomnia, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting out here in the lanai. I'm having a beverage and I'm doing Sudoku, and I'm just trying to relax enough so that I think I can get to sleep. The dogs are out here with me, and all of a sudden I hear this crash, so to speak, in that scrub pile, in that brush pile. The dogs take off running. I turn my head to look, and Levi is in midair heading up into the top of the scrub pile. And I look and I see this bobcat sitting there, and I'm thinking, oh, shit, right? He's going to kill my dog. Levi, Sadie was right behind Levi, the two of them like together. So I guess together, that was more than that bobcat was willing to even try to take on to protect his meal. And it jumped towards the wall, and Levi got a hold of its back leg and took a bite out of its back paw. Ugh. So needless to say, my poor Levi's been sick since that happened. Not sick, just kind of like a little off. No doubt. So the vet did give me some antibiotics just to make sure he didn't pick up anything from the bite. But I'm sure he'll be fine. But that bobcat, I don't think he'll be back. But in case he is, the vet, my neighbors, and everybody said you need security lights all around your yard and get rid of that brush pile as quickly as possible so that obviously the food source is not there. So anyway, long story short, it was pretty long, wasn't it? These are masonry screws. And I don't know how many is in here. There's 100 of them in here. So a masonry screw basically is designed so that it will go into concrete because I have the block walls down here. I've ordered 2 spotlights, triple head spotlights from Temu that have a square center light and then 2 round lights that you can aim and direct. And the back corners where it's dark and where the animals can hide or try to sneak in, these lights are on motion sensors. So in order to make sure that they're up and they stay up, even when we get the wind or whatever the case may be, masonry screws. I'm telling you, there's all sorts of hardware. This was $6.29 for 100 of these. I checked the big box stores, and even my local hardware stores. I could not get 100 of these for under $10 at any of those places, but $6.29 at Temu, right? So hardware tools. Wait till you see the next order that I have coming. It should be here tomorrow. It's amazing the kind of things that you can use. Temu is not just clothes, kitchen, and household goods. It's outdoors. It's tools. It's maintenance for your home. It's y'all seen some of the handles and things, the poles and the knobs that I've got for my kitchen cabinets. Don't limit your thinking when it comes to Temu. There isn't really much that they don't have. All right, let's see what else we got. Last item. Oh, that's all right. I got 2 more orders coming. So we'll see. This is the last item. This was, did I price it? Yes, I did. $377. And this is another pair of flip-flops. And these are all red. Red, 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 red. These again are well, they say 37, 38, but based on their shoe size that they had limited, this is for a 7.5. And that's what I wear in flip-flops. I love these. They're basically just a little thicker flip-flop, but these tops are very satiny feeling. They're really, really soft. Soft cloth. I hate the ones that have the plastic or the piece of plastic wrapped around the cloth. I always cut that off. Really nice, great soles, nice flexibility, good, thick, spongy tops, and they're all red. Right? Oh, this way. So now I have two pairs of red flip-flops. I have the red and black ones that you saw with Mama last weekend, and I have these red ones. So speaking of Mama, I don't know if we're going to do a video on Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. Um, we are going to have a nice traditional ham for dinner here. And our dinner we normally do to keep her on schedule. We normally eat around noon or so. So depending on how she is and how she's feeling, if I do have a small order or something, if she's up to it, we might. You never know. But in the meantime, I really appreciate you watching. Again, if you're new, grab that link, download the app from my link, use my code, get 30% off, go to FitVille, right? Seriously, go to FitVille. If you think these are great, you should see some of the other ones they have. It was hard to pick. Get 28% off your first order at FitVille. KF28. Use my code. Get that discount. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up. Send this out into the universe. Share it. Let everybody see the diversity of stuff that you can get. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, really? You were waiting for what? Don't wait. Just subscribe. Hit the button. Hit the notification bell. All right. Look for more because I will be back. Right. Team who gets me my orders, I'll be back. And let me know what else you want to see. Are there any other tips and tricks that I can do to help you out? Because I love that some of the things that I've been doing have actually been helping out a lot of the viewers and a lot of the shoppers and making your Temu life so much easier. Right? Thanks for watching, guys. Please stay hydrated. Above all else, stay sweet. And I will catch you soon with another Temu order.